idea is that we can go through a practical way on how to teach online. And we will be exploring two tools which are very useful and very interactive too, that will allow you use with your learners as we are working these weeks online. But before this, Juanita, tell me this. Is the school having online sessions? Is Vasco de Quiroga providing online sessions? Or how are you working with your students in these days that we are in a lockdown?
In the last days, we have a course. We learn how to use Classroom and how to use Drive.
Okay, very good. And what are the different things from Classroom that you are using? What options are you being using in order to teach to your students?
In Classroom, we prepare classes and exams and other kinds of tools that the students may use in house. But the teacher stopped the course and they are not continue to learn how to use the Classroom very well.
Okay, I see. So basically, the idea is, according to what you have been taught in that classroom session, you have been taught on how to teach like asynchronous classes, right? Like you upload your classes and they don't have to connect at the same time that you are
Yes,
connected. Ah, okay, I
exactly.
see. Okay, well, these tools that we are using today are real-time used. So if you can kind of form groups with your students, this will be great. But let's go little by little, and well, we are going to be going through the session this way. Juanita, for this session, I need you to install in your cell phone
Yeah.
Kahoot. Do you
Yes,
have it?
yes,
Okay,
I
perfect.
have everything.
So let's do this. We are going to get started. I don't see anybody else coming. So
Yeah.
just a little bit to, okay, here we go. No, I think that you are seeing everything and I just want you to see the PPT. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as part of the session, as I was telling you, today we will be seeing how to teach online part two, which is
Mm-hmm.
a more practical session. And well, we're going to keep the protocol. We will keep the microphone off.
Yeah.
In this case, since it's you and I, you can participate through the microphone too, or we can
Uh-huh.
use the chat box at times, okay?
Uh-huh.
And we are going to leave the questions for the end of the session. Yes?
Mhm.
Are you
Yes.
ready?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So let's refresh some details. In the previous session on how to teach online, the session part one, we were talking about the importance of finding the right tools as we are teaching to our learners. Of course, these times we are talking about technology tools. So the idea is that we are able to find the right technological tools that are to our students' disposal. We also mentioned that those tools have to work for all learners. So, for example, Juanita, in this case, you told me that you were taking a course on how to teach Classroom.
Yes,
Do,
teacher.
do you know if your students know how to use Classroom?
Some of them teachers. This is a problem. Some only in secondary. They know how to use Classroom. In primary, we have a problem with this Classroom.
Of course, yeah, that's the thing. That's why it's very important that when we make the selection of tools, of course, those
Yeah.
tools have to be convenient for the school and for the teachers, of course, definitely, but also for the students. Because at the end of the day, who we want to get really involved in this learning process and who we really want to take advantage totally
Yes.
of the learning process, it's the learners. So that's why we are proposing different materials. But don't worry, we will see what else we can propose, okay?
Yes, sure.
Also, it is highly important that we are very clear in what we are going to teach, which are our objectives, and how we're going to teach them, when, what resources we'll be using, and of course, to have a very clear plan on everything that we do. Yeah, so clarity
Yes.
is very, very important.
Yes.
And we definitely need to make a plan on how to give feedback.
Mhm.
Yes? Okay, so remembering this and refreshing a little bit of this, we are going to get started now, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to play Kahoot. So if
Okay,
you
that's
could
good.
please open your Kahoot in your cell phone.
Okay.
You should be, let me see, because I don't see my Chrome Explorer. Okay, here it is. So in your cell phone, you should be seeing this screen, the one that I'm showing now, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I will use a different screen because I need to show you a pin. Okay, so we are going
Okay.
to start playing this online refreshing practice that I have over here. Oh, sorry, Kahoots. Okay, here we go. So we are going to be using online. As you can see, I created this for Fly High purposes just for these sessions. And we're going to play this online teaching part 1 summary, okay? So as I click on play, you will see this play. You have two options. You can use the teach mode or the assign mode. Since I want to use it right now, I will be clicking on the teach mode.
Mhm.
And I'm asked if I need to play player by player or if it's going to be in teams. Right now, we're going to play the classic form. And there's the code. Please type the code in your Kahoot screen.
Yes.
And once that you type it, I will be able to see you on my screen too. Can you see my screen well?
Yes, teacher, very well.
Okay, perfect. So it's the 7290261.
Yes, thank you.
So once I see you, I will click on start.
Yes.
So did you type the pin?
Yes, I'm going to type it in a moment.
Okay, perfect. Don't worry. It's
Yes.
7290261.
Yep.
Okay, there you are. Yes.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, let me see if I can join too. It's taking long. Let's play just with you. Okay, one second. Okay, here we go. I will click on start and you will be able to see in my screen. Wait a minute. I think this is open and I will play. Okay. Well, so let's click on start. Here we go. Some of the most common issues about teaching online are where you have so you didn't click on any answer?
No, teacher, because I didn't hear you. I have problems with the audio. I have problems with the audio.
But didn't you see in the screen the question?
No, teacher.
In my screen on the computer? Where
No.
do you have the Kahoot? In your cell phone?
Yes, on my cell phone.
Okay, and in the computer, you are still in the computer, right?
No, I don't have my computer.
Ah, okay. So the thing is that you are just using the cell phone for both.
Yes.
For the session,
yes.
for the Kahoot. Ah, okay, I see.
Only-
So yeah, that's the thing. The thing is that if we play, okay, so let's do this. Go back, exit Kahoot, and
Yes.
go back to the computer, to the screen of where we have the session, so that you can see. I will be playing instead of you. I will be playing.
Yeah.
So are you seeing my course screen now?
Yes, teacher,
Okay,
I
perfect.
see.
Okay, so you are going to see how I play, okay? So
Mhm.
basically, if I click on next, well, it
Yeah.
says 0 points for you.
Mhm.
And then I go to next and I see the following question. Both online teaching and face-to-face teaching must be motivating, captivating, memorable, enjoyable, activity. And I have to for me. Yes. So
Yes. Mhm.
I see that there was one answer and the answer was correct. Yes.
Okay.
The thing
Yes.
is that when you play in your Kahoot screen, you can only see the answers. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then if I click on next, then you see the score. Do you see? There's immediate
Uh-huh.
feedback.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
I
Yes.
go to next and the following question. Finding the right tools determines successful session.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, that's true. So then I click, and again, I see that there was just one correct answer because there is just one participant. And
Mhm.
again, I can see the dashboard again, okay? Who is
Okay.
making how many points?
Uh-huh.
Then, if I go here, the tools we as teachers choose must be the most appropriate for us. What do you think?
Okay.
Is that
That's true.
like, no,
Oh
no.
my God.
The tools we as teachers choose must be the most appropriate for our learners,
Okay.
okay? Because we
Uh-huh.
want them to learn in the best way. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you could see my screen now of as a
Yeah.
student, I'm getting an incorrect. Okay. So
Mhm.
well, let's go to next. Then I see the dashboard again. And then question 5. To choose the appropriate tool for learners,
What- Mhm. Okay.
can answer before the time. Time was up.
Mhm.
Okay. But the
Mhm.
correct answer is, well, we should consider what they, our learners, have, know
Mhm.
how to use, and the activities they do. Yes.
Yeah.
If we choose uh, applications or resources which are too elaborated and difficult for them, then we're not going to get successful classes. So
Yes.
that's why it's important to consider, okay, what tools they have, what they know how to use, and what activities they do. Before, I was asking you if all of your students know how to use Classroom, and you told me that unfortunately not,
Mhm.
or probably they don't even have a good connection at their homes.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
we need to be very careful with that as we choose, okay? So
Yes.
let's see, clicking on next. So I didn't get any point, and I go to true or false. When we plan online sessions, we must avoid activities which are not accessible for learners and provide alternatives. What do you think, Juanita? True or false?
Um, I think is true.
Let's see. The
Yes.
answer is correct. True, okay? And then the dashboard modifies again, and I
Mhm.
continue getting more and more points.
Yeah.
Next. What we are going to learn, how, and what we're going to use to learn it refer to clarity, diversity, variety, learning.
Mm, I think all of them are important, but the choose correct is clarity. No, yes,
Yes,
clarity.
time was over, so we didn't get any point. Okay, then question 8. How we will know if our learners learned, how we will praise them, and how we will know if they have doubts. That refers to what?
Uh,
Assessment, learning breakdowns, feedback. Activating previous knowledge.
Feedback.
Let's choose.
Yeah.
That's correct. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we get more and more points. Number 9, there is no reason not to provide feedback since it is not essential. Consider
It is false.
Yes, very good. So definitely feedback is very essential.
Yes.
Yes. And we continue scoring more and more points. Considering feedback is essential, we must. So feedback is essential. What kind of feedback should we provide? Long and extended feedback, clear and specific, strict and impersonal, or defiant. It's not important. What more?
Um, be clear and specific. Yes.
Yes, feedback should be clear and specific. If we use very long feedbacks, then what's going to happen is that they are going to lose attention. So it
Yes.
has to be clear, concrete, and specific.
Yes.
Yes? Now, no points. 11. It is important to be forgiving of difficulties, flexible. Like we know that they may not have a good Wi-Fi.
I think it's true.
Yeah, because I mean, if it is, imagine, if it is difficult for us,
Yes,
as
it's very
teachers,
difficult.
imagine for them.
Yes, yes, teacher.
And they may have several difficulties, technical probably, or on resources. Yeah? So very good. We got more points and we go to 12. Feedback can be, what are the different possibilities of
I think oral, written, recorded, videotaped.
So we cannot delay feedback, no lo podemos dejar para el final. It
No.
cannot be something that they suffer and we cannot skip it, okay?
Yes,
So
very
yeah,
important. Yeah.
exactly. And the last one, okay, we scored more points here. And the last one, we all know that online teaching is demanding and time consuming, but it's worth it because when we
Yes, it's true.
So yes, we know that we are going to plan a lot. We know that we have to dedicate time. But when we see that they are learning, we know that it was worth it. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
In this case, this was the last question. We're going to see the scoreboard. And here we will be able to see who got the first place, who got the second place, the third. So
Yes.
imagine this with all of your students. Yes. Now, if I click on get feedback over here, I will be able to see the whole points.
Points.
Yes. And I can even ask for a report. Look here, this green button, view report. And then I will be told who got what percentage of correct answers. Okay. So as you can see, DS game helps you have different opportunities. Now, right now we were playing real time, but as you saw, I could assign it. Let me see, here are my Kahoots. Yeah, I can click on play and I can assign it. And I can say, okay, Juanita, you are going to play Kahoot and you will have till Thursday at 12 to play it.
Okay.
And I can click over here and it is assigned. Okay. I can send you the link.
Okay.
And everything, but there is a deadline. So if I click over here, like in copy, it says copied. And then I can go to my WhatsApp screen and send it to somebody. Yes.
Okay.
And then I copy the pin and send it to my students. Or as you can see over here, you can send it to Google Classroom.
Oh, Classroom. Okay.
Okay, so I click on the screen and then it says, okay, which Let me open my classroom. Okay, here I need to choose a class, Fly High Teachers. I will put it there for you.
Yes.
And then crear una tarea. And the name of the homework is Kahoot. Play Kahoot. Okay?
Okay.
So there we go. And it's for the Fly High teacher, todos los alumnos. The total scores 100. And we already said that the deadline is tomorrow, Thursday, at 12. Okay? So in this way, I already created an assignment. And once that you click in Kahoot, you will be able to do it. And unlike this situation that we did now, you will be able to see both questions and answers.
Okay.
Okay? Now, this, Juanita, was for playing, but I would like to show you how to create a Kahoot.
Okay. Okay.
First of all, there are two different Kahoots. This
Yes.
is the one that you were using for playing, okay, that it's Kahooted. This is the other one that we use for creating. The name, can you see my screen of
Yes,
Kahoot?
teacher. Very clear.
You can see here the link. It's create.kahoot.it. It would be interesting that you copy it. This is, you can use it online. You don't need to put it in your cell phone.
Okay.
And the only thing you need to do is to sign in, to create an account. Debes abrir una cuenta. In this case, I created this account just for Fly High purposes, but I have my other accounts as teacher because I also teach, okay? And it's very simple to use. There's something very important. As you can see over here, I have the Kahoot Premium. This normally has a cost. But right now that it's the lockdown because of COVID-19, it is free.
Okay, that's good.
And I mean, normally it is free, but I will tell you. Here I click on create.
Yes.
Normally, as I create a Kahoot, I can only see this screen, which is free. Este es el modo gratuito. And these other things belong to the premium. But right now, all of the teachers have it for free. Ahorita por la contingencia del COVID está gratuito el modo premium, así que es ahora el momento de registrarse. So I click here in create, and as you can see, I go to this screen. But what I want to show you is the next.
Yes.
If I create a Kahoot, I can use it not only to play, but also to teach. Can you see here? And I can also use it for exams.
Okay.
It's very interactive, it's very dynamic, it's very colorful. So if I click here in teach with slides, it's
like a PowerPoint.
Ajá, pero si te fijas te va diciendo, reemplaza esto con una introductory question. Es decir, te va dando los pasos, hasta te dice dónde teclear la respuesta correcta. Okay, so for example, let's suppose this is an introductory question. Let's suppose that this is my warm-up. So my introductory question would be, what's your favorite food?
Okay.
Plausible answer. Okay, this has to be incorrect. So I will put soda. Soda is not a food, it's a drink. So that's incorrect. Pizza. So I'm typing pizza. That's the correct answer. That's why it has a check mark. Another possible answer, science fiction, sci-fi. That's not correct. And another one which is incorrect could be red. Okay? And here, remove, I can put in the image library, I search for pizza, then I click here. And did you see how many options I found? So I choose one and there's my image.
Yes.
Okay, and that's it. Then I go to the following question. And again, it tells you what to type. Replace this with a question your class should not know the answer to. Okay, so here we're going to put a blind question. So here we can put, what's your favorite food for breakfast? Again, plausible answer. I can put a, I don't know, something that we never have for breakfast. Tacos. That's
Yeah.
not for breakfast, no?
Uh-huh.
Totally incorrect answer. A car. That's totally incorrect, no?
Yes.
Correct answer. A cereal. Relative answer. I mean, something that it's incorrect, but not very bad. For example,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing we have for breakfast, but okay. Then again, I choose an image. And since I'm guiding, I'm teaching, I should give them the answer in the image. Cereal. Okay, so there we go. Yes, do you see?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Little by little, I am creating. Replace this slide with content that answers the blind question. So probably here I can put cereal, and then I will be showing. Replace the with slide with content that answers the bad questions and provides additional. So cereal, and then you can explain.
Okay.
Good for breakfast. And you prepare it with milk and fruit
Mm-hmm.
in a bowl. And then again, I can choose another image about
Cereal.
cereal. I don't know, maybe the first one is beautiful, but look, this one, no?
Yes. Yes.
So it's the image she's added. Do you see?
Yes, teacher.
So
It's
little by
very
little.
useful and practice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you can add questions. Like the template gives you 12 questions, but you can add more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Oh, yes.
And once that you finish, you click in done
Mm-hmm.
and it will tell you, okay, great. Yay, the Kahoot is ready to be played. What do you want? Do you want to go back to edit or done? It's finished. Okay, we'll say, okay, it's done.
Okay.
The only problem is that I didn't give a name to it. So I can go to
Okay.
edit. Look,
Rename.
rename. Exactly. What's the name of it? Okay, food. Save.
Mm-hmm.
So now my Kahoot has a name and I'm ready to click it to play. Again, are you going to use it in the classroom to teach for virtual classroom? But remember, they will have to be connected. So maybe
Yes.
for Vasco de Quiroga School, it's not a good idea to use
No.
this teach, but assign.
Yes. Assign.
Then
Yes.
assign it through, you can remember, you can assign it through Classroom or you can simply send them the link.
Okay. Yes, teacher.
Yes? Okay,
Yes.
so this is Kahoot, and that's the way it works. And as you can see, you can generate reports. Okay, it's like, okay, what report? For example, yesterday we played. So I
Yeah.
want to generate the report of this one. Okay, I don't want to delete it. I want to view the report. And it will tell me the names of all of the teachers who were there. There were 16 teachers.
Mm-hmm.
And what were their correct answers? How many? And if I can use this as a grade. Like, okay,
Yes.
if it's a quiz, Luzma got 7.7, Mayra 6.9, and blah, 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 blah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I can even have how many answers did I have correct. For example, this one that had 17 correctness, I
Mm-hmm.
need to teach them again, no?
Mm-hmm.
And of 33 also. I need to teach this again and this because it was not well acquired my student. Also this one, okay?
Okay, teacher.
So it even gives you statistics, it gives you strategies like who didn't finish, and there are 13 who didn't finish. Who needs help? And then, okay, Rosa Adriana needs help. Yeah? So
Mm-hmm.
as you can see, it's great. You can do a
Yes.
lot of things. And even you can even take some mini courses that will help you over here in the What's New screen,
Mm-hmm.
okay, or in the Discover.
Over. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there are different, look, extend learning beyond school walls, read more. So as you
Uh,
can see, there are some Kahoots which are already done, and you can get information about everything.
Yes. 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 To
Yes,
prepare my Kahoot. Yes.
exactly. But what I would recommend you is you create your own Kahoot.
Yes. My own
It's going
Kahoot.
to be very simple. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Very, very simple.
very good. I'm glad you find it useful. So let me go back to the following screen over here. Okay, I will show you. We're going back to the presentation. Let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Okay, so here we are. Can you see the screen again?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so what are the advantages of Kahoot? What advantages did you find, Juanita?
They are very useful and very easy to use.
Uh-huh.
And we prepare different things that are I don't know how to say, with color, with images that use the students in classroom that are very attractive for them.
Exactly. Okay, so as you can see, there are lots of advantages. It is good for controlled practice and freer practice too. Actually, there are options. You are going to discover everything and you're going to try everything. But there are options in which you can have open-ended questions, preguntas abiertas. So that's also really good. You know, it provides active participation. So they will love to play Kahoot.
Yes.
So they will be participating all the time. It lets you see the participants, so you can go to your classroom and see which of them were playing. Or if they don't know how to use Classroom, you can send them the pin and the link through WhatsApp. Okay, so there are several possibilities. It provides statistics, as you can see. Yes, it tells you how many of them did well and how many of them did not. And yeah.
Yes.
And as you were saying, it's attractive for learners, of course. And well, the best of all is that
It's
it's free. So you don't need to invest any money
yes.
in this because it's there available for everybody and at your disposal. Okay? Now, what uses can you give to Kahoot? What activities can you imagine you can do with Kahoot, Juanita?
Maybe a feedback or playing a game. Uh,
Very good. So yeah, you can use it for consolidation, but
yes.
remember that you can also use to teach for the
Yes.
first time. Very good.
To
So
know more vocabulary.
to know more vocabulary, excellent. What else?
I don't know, teacher.
Okay. Well, some of the uses are you can present. You
Yeah.
can present new vocabulary and practice it. Okay. You can also use it for warm-ups and lead-ins. So imagine, let's suppose that you are teaching present progressive and you have already identified 15 verbs that you are going to be using. So the warm-up can be to practice these 15 verbs.
Okay.
For controlled practice games, for competitions. It's self-graded, se autocalifica. That's the best of all. So you don't need to invest time in grading. It provides immediate feedback, as you were saying. Very good. And well, these are the uses. Now, what do you need to do to plan your class, including Kahoot? Well, first of all, you need to prepare all the questions that you have. Okay? What are all the questions? And maybe you can use multiple choice. As you saw, as we were playing, there were some questions in which you had 4 options, or there were other questions in which you could be using true or false only. Yeah, whatever is best for you. You need to create a Kahoot account. Yes, remember that it's Kahoot creator, okay? That's the one that you need as a teacher. You can use Kahoot creator in your computer or in your cell phone. You don't need a computer. It can be in the cell phone also. Of course, you need to see it to see that it's working. You need to save it with the button of done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. You just send it to your learners. Yes?
Yes, sure.
So, what do you think, Juanita? Do you think it could be useful or not?
No, it's very, very useful. In those days, it's very, very useful.
Okay, very good. Now, I want to ask you something, Juanita. And first, before asking, I will contextualize my question.
Yeah.
Last week, I was teaching the course on how to teach online to some teachers of a school in Tabasco, in Paraíso. That's the name of the city. And these teachers were expressing me that the problem they are having teaching online is that not all students have internet. Another problem is that not all students have a computer to their disposal. Some of them would have to go to a cafe internet, and right now with a lockdown, they can't. They cannot go out, right?
Yeah.
So, thinking on this situation, and this is the question, are your students in a similar condition?
Yes, teacher, they are in a similar connection. In the last week, they have problems because they have to go to the cybernets and go to the other houses to their brothers, to their cousins, to prepare the classes and send the classes. But they have a similar problem. They don't have a computer, or they don't have a cell phones, or the internet is not good.
Exactly. So that's a huge problem. And we cannot expose them, right? We cannot say,
Yes.
a ver, no, tienes que salir a un café internet a hacer tu tarea. Pues no, se
Oh, yeah.
contagian. So no,
Exactamente.
that's not important. So we were talking with these teachers, and what I was asking them, okay, what can they use? What do they have at their disposal? Do they have a cell phone? Yes, they have a cell phone.
Yes.
Okay. So we got to the conclusion that probably the best strategy was through WhatsApp,
WhatsApp.
because everybody has a WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So that WhatsApp is a very good possibility, and I want to show you that it is true. Let me see. Okay, let me show you my screen. So no Kahoot here, WhatsApp. Okay, so can you see my screen of WhatsApp?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Okay, but I forgot to activate the audio. So let me activate it. Okay, so this is my WhatsApp screen. And what I did was I taught a class in WhatsApp. I didn't use any other application or any other online tool, nothing. The only thing that I was using was my cell phone. So what I did is, number one, I created a group with my students. And then I prepared my class. And I
Okay.
want to share with you the class. Look, this was the first step. Listen.
Yeah.
Hey, dear students, today we are going to be talking about a topic that I hope you are interested in, and this topic is avatars. So please, through a voice note, as I am doing now, I want you to answer the following questions. In your opinion, according to what you know, what is an avatar? Where do they come from? Why are they meant to exist? So please send me your participations through a voice note like this one. So as you could see with that audio, did you hear the audio?
Yes, teacher. I
Okay,
hear.
that was the introduction of the class. The topic, the context of my class was avatars. So I gave them the instructions through a voice note, but I also texted the questions. And then students started to participate. For example, Mariana, it's like a blue creature. Interesting, Mariana. But I told them that I needed a voice note. So Mariana sent me this.
Well, the avatars are like a blue creature that come from. I think that the world that they come from is from Pandora, where are they meant to exist. I don't know.
So they started participating, yes? And I
Mhm.
gave them feedback. Nice, Mariana, thanks. And then I started asking the others, Sophie, Esteban, what's your opinion? Okay?
Yes.
And then they started sending me more and more opinions.
In my opinion, they are characters which are designed according to people's characteristics. They are used in games or in applications so that other users can know a little bit more about other people, and they are used sometimes for an interaction, like you can personalize them but also know others, and this is kind of a digital world.
So that was the participation of another student. And then I provided more feedback here and I asked Esteban to participate. And Esteban started sending some information, okay? And
Mhm.
some images. That was by Esteban. And I said, well, good, but I need a voice note. So I interfere again, no? Very nice visual information, Esteban. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is certainly going to help us a lot in understanding a little bit more about the avatars. Okay, now let's move to the following step. We all know a little bit about avatars, and we can even right now get into the internet and get some information. I will be showing you now some questions that you will be answering after we watch a video about an expert who explains what avatars are. So please keep the questions handy and read them before you watch the video. I will be first sharing the questions and then I will be sharing the link to the video, okay? So again, I gave them instructions. Now we were going to move to a video activity, okay?
Mhm.
And I
Yes.
told them that they are going to watch a video, but I also wrote the instructions here, okay? We will
Mhm.
watch a video and you will answer some questions. And then I sent them the questions, as you can see here in the image.
Mhm.
Okay? So I told them, okay, once you read the questions, watch the following video. You can pause it as you need to. And I sent them the link of the video.
Uh-huh.
This video is really short. It's only a 5-minute video. And there they get the explanation of what an avatar is, etc. And remember, I sent them all of the questions. And then I
Mhm.
continued. When you finish watching, text your answers, please. Okay? You can
Okay.
watch the video twice to confirm your answers, etc. And they started watching the video and sending me the answers. Can you see?
Yes, teacher.
Number one, the answers. And then Mariana says, more answers. I said, very good. We still have 5 more questions. Esteban, do you have any? And I continue on pushing Esteban. No? So great, well done, Mariana. And then I even used an emoji and they continued giving me answers. Okay.
Mhm.
So as you can see, we were interacting through voice, but we were also interacting through text. And then I gave them a new activity when we finished the video. Very good. So as you can see, this idea of the avatars come from the Hindus, from Hinduism, actually. So it goes a little bit beyond than what we usually think. And well, yes, we have copied several words such as pundit, such as guru, karma, yoga. The word itself, video, right? That comes from Veda, that means to see. And well, now we know that avatar is associated with Atma, which is joyful, conscious, undying. So this means that undying means that it remains forever, it never dies. And well, some of the important things that I would like to recap in this voice note is that avatars are associated with reincarnation and they go from life to life learning different things and evolving. They go through this part of the Atma evolution itself. And it is thought that they are here to go with us through the lifetimes in order to help us become even better people day by day. And that's why the life and the universe are associated to universities themselves. And that's why it's thought that as soon as avatars reach like the premium level, to say it in a way, they kind of become graduates of this life school day by day and life by life. So very good job, guys. Okay, so as you can see, I was like recapping. I made this very brief summary about the video activity and the contents so that they didn't get lost and they exactly knew what I was talking about. And then I provided the instructions to the following activity. After that, we did a reading activity, and this reading activity was used to present the new language. So I told them that we would do a reading, that they would see 4 pictures, and that they would match the pictures with the descriptions. And I even assigned an answer to each of them so that they could participate more specifically. And look, I sent them, the reading consisted on matching a reading with a picture. So I sent them the image of the picture. Yes, can you see there are 4 avatars there? And I also sent them the reading.
Okay.
So the idea was for them to match them, and I gave them new instructions. We'll do number 1 as an example. What you will be doing is, as you give me the answer, you will read the description. In my case, I will read the description of number 1, and I will say what image I think it's being described. My avatar is crazy. She's wearing a flight attendant's uniform with trainers and huge sunglasses, and she's holding a pink umbrella. I want people to remember her. In my point of view, the correct answer is letter D. She's wearing a flight attendant's uniform, big sunglasses, an umbrella, and running shoes or trainers. Yes? So I did number 1 as an example. If you remember before, I had told them who was going to answer which one. Sophie number 2, Mariana number 3, Esteban 4, exactly. And then what they have to do is to send me a voice note. Okay? So Mariana started.
My avatar is really fashionable. She's wearing black boots, a red skirt, and a big woolly sweater. And she's got a matching black belt and a bag too. Isn't she gorgeous? I think that the avatar of number 3 is letter B because she's wearing boots and a skirt and a belt.
And then Sophie.
I wanted my avatar to look like me, so he is wearing jeans, a black t-shirt, and trainers. It was really hard to get his hair to look like mine, but I'm quite happy with him. I think that it is talking about picture C, as most of the description he does corresponds to it, and even as you take a look to the images, you can detect that it is the most similar to the guy that is giving the description.
Very good job, Mariana and Sophie. So as you were saying, number 2 is letter C and number 3 is letter B. Great. Esteban, what about your answer?
I love detective movies, so I made my avatar like an old-fashioned detective. He's wearing a suit with a long coat and a hat. He's really cool. 4A.
Excellent job, everybody. So as Esteban said, description 4 matches image letter A, okay? So once we finish the reading activity, I showed them again the reading, but now with the answers D, C, B, A. Can you see?
Yes,
So
sir.
we're providing like immediate feedback all the time. And then we continued with the rest of the class. As you can see, the dynamic is pretty much the same. We went now to the language focus, and then I started asking them what was the structure. They were analyzing. Yes, and I was giving them more information. This was used for a grammar explanation. But look, first I did this. Exactly, Sophie. It is mostly present. However, we have some examples in which simple past is also being used, but it is mainly present. Now, let's take a look at this. If I were to create my avatar, I would be saying the following. And then I send them this image of sentences that I created. My avatar's name is Siona. She is told there's a mistake there. I'm very slim. She
Yes.
is nice, funny, and very spontaneous. She's able to read people's minds. So I gave them this slide and then I read it. My avatar's name is Ziona. She is tall. Oh, and there's an L missing, sorry. And very slim. She is nice, funny, and very spontaneous. She is able to read people's minds. So I want you to notice, what is the common verb in all of the sentence? Tell me. And then Mariana said the verb to be. So once I gave them this slide of the examples and they analyzed, I gave them the slide with the uses. Do you see? Verb to be, personal information, physical descriptions, etc. And I also accompanied it with a voice note. My avatar's name is Ziona. She is tall, very slim. She's nice, funny, and very spontaneous. She is able to read people's minds. The verb to be, very good, Mariana. So take a look at this. This is very important on what we use the verb to be in, how we use the verb to be, or what for. Take a look at this. And then I provided them with slides. So the class continued with the grammar explanation. I had to explain the verb to be. They gave me examples, as you can see. Mariana said she's short and slim, she's funny, very happy, she's able. They continued sending me examples. And then I moved to simple present. The explanation, the slide, everything. And again, they were identifying the verbs in present. I explained them the uses and they started giving me examples. So everything was interactive. I gave them examples, they analyzed. They gave me examples, I gave them the grammar, as you can see. Okay? And all of this, all of the session ended with a practical activity. And in this practical activity, they had to create an avatar. So this group is of KET students. So that's why all of the activity is like this. So I showed them this slide and I also gave them the instructions, okay? Let me see if it's there. You will write this description into a paragraph. This is you are going to put all of your sentences together in a paragraph that contains between 55 to 65 words according to the guiding questions, okay? And if possibly, you will draw it. For this activity, I am going to give you 5 minutes. So it is 10:25. At 10:30, so can you hear me, Juanita?
Yes,
Okay,
teacher, I
perfect.
hear you.
So as you can see, the activity continued, and I even gave them not only the instructions, but also the deadline and everything. And they were even sending me, they had the possibility to send me their texts here, here, or I gave them the option to write it in their notebooks and send me a picture of their notebooks. Oh, this is very important. Look, I send them feedback. It says, Esteban, analyze and tell me what's wrong. He wrote this sentence that has a mistake. So I asked him to analyze. And also to Mariana, she sent me a sentence that was a mistake. And they started analyzing their own mistakes, like Mariana, okay, it should say this. Yes, so they started correcting their sentences. And look, Esteban says, I hate the autocorrector. No? Yeah. And then Sophie sent me her work from her notebook. Yes? So you give them options, and then these options are going to help them a lot. But of course, Juanita, this class required a lot of planning. And
Yes.
let me see. I want to show you that the class had a planning. Wait a minute, I'm looking for it. So, okay, here we go. So for the class, I have to prepare this. This is my class, okay? And as you can see there in the PowerPoint, you can see that it says warm up, pre-watching, what's an avatar. I have everything that I need to say here to teach the class through WhatsApp, okay? I have the link of YouTube. I have the instructions, and you may be asking, why do you have everything there? Because if you work in your computer, you can open the WhatsApp in the computer. Do you know how to do that?
Yes,
¿Sabes
teacher, I
usar?
know.
Okay, so there it's perfect because you take a screenshot, le tomas una impresión de pantalla a la computadora con el botón de imprimir pantalla y se las pegas en el WhatsApp.
Okay.
Y eso te permite tener un dominio mucho más rápido. Aquí están las 8 preguntas. Then I have the video. We could watch the video together or I could send it. Then the reading. Aquí el reading lo hice a través de Kahoot, pero lo puedes hacer. Y hasta arriba vienen las etapas de la clase, ¿ya viste? Vocabulary presentation, pre-reading, while reading, the readings and the images. Then the analysis, what can you notice here? And in yellow, I have the grammar. In red, I have the adjectives. Then focus on language, and I have my grammar explanation. First with examples. Yes.
Yes.
And then with the grammar structure. Focus on language. Then we continue with the activity. So everything is here. I need to have my class like this so that then I can present it. Okay? So, what do you think about teaching online, Juanita, with WhatsApp? What's your opinion?
It's I think WhatsApp is a useful tool. And as you said, we need to prepare the class, and we to give the students clear directions, give them examples, and give them explanations, and push them to send use voice notes.
Exactly. But as you can see, you can have written practice, you can have speaking practice, reading, listening, everything in WhatsApp.
Practical.
Exactly. So for those students who cannot use Classroom, you can give them this option.
Yes, teacher.
Exactly. And well, there are many advantages, like, well, it is good for instant sharing resources. Good for having learners produce instantly. Provides active participation. Allows you listen to and read participants too. So you can listen to your students and you can read what they are writing. It helps you keep evidence of their work. And again, it is commonly used by learners. So if their parents have a cell phone, they can use their WhatsApp for the class. And again, it is free.
It's free.
Es gratuito. So nowadays, they don't even have to pay for the service.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's no cost in data. And well, what can we use it for? To practice, to produce, to give warm-ups, lead-ins, for short listening, freer practice, for short written practice, in the case of written freer practice, sorry. You can use it to ask for and provide feedback. Yeah. You can share documents, videos, recordings, presentations, everything.
Everything, yes.
Yeah. And well, for planning it, you need to create a group with your students. You need to plan your activity and the instructions. Remember, the activities and instructions should be clear, short, and concrete. Yeah, definitely. You need to plan examples of everything so that they can have a model.
Yes.
And share these instructions and examples in the group. and provide planning time to learners. Like in the writing, cuando a ellos les tocó escribir lo de su avatar,
Ajá. Ujú.
well, I gave them 5 minutes to do it. You also need to provide timings too,
Yes.
okay?
Mhm, mhm.
And well, so I hope that this can be something useful. They can receive, check, provide feedback, everything, okay?
Mhm.
So what do you think, Juanita? Do you think you will be able to use it?
Yes, teacher. And the next week, I'm going to put in practice. I'm going to create my groups, and I'm going
Excellent.
to begin to make my lesson plans and put in practice.
Excellent. Well, I'm very happy to hear this. I hope this is useful for you, okay?
Yes. Yes.
And well, this would be it. I just need to ask you 2 favors, Juanita.
Yes, teacher.
Favor number 1,
Yeah.
through WhatsApp, send me your full name.
Mm-hmm.
And favor number 2, tu nombre completo para la constancia. And
Yes.
number 2, also send me feedback. Me gustaría que
Yes.
en una notita, ya sea de voz o escrita, de
Ajá.
WhatsApp, me
Sí.
mandes cómo te has sentido después de estos cursos, si crees que te sirvan, si crees que los puedes aplicar y si tienes alguna inquietud de algún otro curso.
Ujú.
Okay?
Sí.
Okay. Well, Juanita, so this will be all for today. You had
Yes.
a personalized
Yes.
private session just for you.
It was very, very good for me, teacher.
Exactly. Well, I'm really happy that you had the class and I hope that it is really useful for you.
Yes. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Do you have any question, Juanita? Any
No, teacher,
doubt?
only I have a question about the course. El curso que nos dijo que íbamos a tomar, teacher, del que nos dijo a mí y a Lucy.
El intro de la plataforma.
Ajá, exactamente. He tratado de entrar, pero no puedo y si quiero tomar el curso.
Mándame un screenshot, por favor,
Ajá,
y para que yo vea qué es lo que te está mandando de error
ok.
y lo pueda solicitar al área